This year, I went to my very first CultureCon and I had a really, really good time. What I took away from the conference, like the big key thing I took away from the conference, is that you just have to do it with confidence and pace yourself, right? Like everyone keeps asking, how do we make ourselves great? How do we get to the next level? And in almost every talk, the key thing that was repeated, and I feel like in many places of my life, the same message keeps being repeated. You just have to do the work. And when I'm training and when I'm coaching and when I'm talking to other people, I literally say the same thing. But you know, the shoemakers' kids always have the worst well, the shoemaker has the worst shoes and his kids usually got bad shoes too. And that's an analogy saying sometimes you can't see it yourself. And if everybody keeps saying the same thing, it's either everyone else is crazy or that's just the process. Emma, the co-founder of Skims and Good American and various other brands, she said this quote that I will literally never forget. She was like, do you want to win or do you want to be right? And that really just hit my noggin, because sometimes we try to prove something right. We're trying to prove a point versus actually succeeding. And so you might be running in circles, not actually elevating, and keep going back to the same thing. That's the wrong thing, right? You're trying to get it. You're trying to be right about something instead of focusing on the things that you need to do to win. One of the things for me, which I feel like is an area that I try to get right instead of win, is in my appearance, like my physical appearance. And I know that I'm a beautiful young lady and things like that, but I've always had more of a tomboy style, and I didn't feel the need to dress up and be like business professional. Like I felt like I could just wear a t-shirt and some jeans like the rest of the tech bros do, right? Like I'm in tech, like why can't I do that? And for a long time, I would try to be right. Like I could be successful without looking a certain way. That women in business, whether it's finance or big business, have to dress. I felt like I could go around that, and I wanted to be right about that. I could still be as successful or even more successful without the look. And realistically, there was no harm in feeding into the look. And I had to figure out my own personal interests, my own personal styles, the things that I like, and make it work for me. And now I love dressing up. I love, buying a new outfit. I love being business professional. I love doing all these things because it feels good for me. It's not just about the opinions of others. And so within this, I've been winning. Honestly, I've been doing this experiment. And since I've been dressing up, looking more of the part, I have been able to get in more rooms, get more opportunities because of that. And I am literally mind blown. So this whole time I was spending so much time and energy trying to be right that I could break the system, that I could just remix everything. Yes, that's a battle, but that's not a battle for today. That is literally not a battle for today. When I am millions and millions of dollars in, then I can fight that battle. Then I'll have the resources to maintain that battle for how long it takes. But yet I was trying to fight that battle with no bread. I'm trying to fight that battle with no time. I'm trying to fight that battle when I have a family to raise. I'm trying to find that, like, it don't make sense. Like, what are you doing, sis? I had to really talk to myself like that. So in summary, I really enjoyed my time at CultureCon. Law Roach being the closing keynote for the first night. Chef's kiss, because he came up there and he just said, listen, you're gonna be judged anyway. So just do it. And he said something. Let me get my notes. I had a revelation when Law Roach was talking about the fact that as a Black person, you got to work twice as hard. You have to be 10 times better. But this was the key. So he said that. And then this gem that he dropped right after made it come full circle. He said, you have to be 10 times better and let them know. And what that woke up for me immediately when he said that is that I feel like my personal experience and a lot of the experience of my colleagues, friends, family members, it's like you're going out and getting more degree, more certifications, you're leveling up, and you're thinking by doing these activities is going to make your resume better, right? The behind the scenes, what people don't see, what you may not even be putting publicly facing for them to know. So you just expect that, oh, I have the more credentials now, so I belong here. But are you telling them? Are you showing them? And recently, Lovey had a post that went viral talking about you have to really tell people what you're doing, tell people what you're about, like brag about yourself. I am guilty of not bragging about myself enough, honestly. When I go into a room and introduce myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, I do business. My friends come along, they're like, nah, she do this, she do that, da, da, da. So I'm being like, I am my biggest friend, my biggest fan, and I gotta brag about myself more. And you have to brag about yourself more as well. You have it. You have the sauce. You are the shit. But yet we minimize ourselves and not even comprehend that. A person without the credentials and a person with the credentials, front facing, just off seeing the image, looks the same. It's not until you start communicating like, nah, I have this. I know what I'm talking about. I've done this. I've had this experience. I have this knowledge. I have these skills. I have this network, that people know that you are not here to play, and you know what you're doing and you know what you are talking about. And that is my fatal flaw. So from now on, I'm going to really be, listen, no. I know what I'm talking about, because here you go. I've done the work to be 10 times better, and I'm going to let you know that. I'm going to let you know. So I really enjoyed my time at CultureCon, and I cannot wait to go another year. Have you ever been to CultureCon? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it.